Hello. Briefly, I want to talk about Gachagua and his power to mobilize. Yeah. All of us now, by now, we know who Gachagua is. And frankly speaking, this guy is a master. I have really appreciated following his crowd stances and what he has managed to do. Frankly speaking, Gachagua looks as if he has power and capacity to do crowd chasing, which can actually become very effective to send Ruto home. And if there is anyone who is keen with Kenyan politics, we should not underestimate Gachagua. From my quick look, Gachagua has capacity to speak in what we call shorthand message to populace. If you are able to listen to him today in Ukambani, you can really understand the capacity of Gachagua. Within a span of 5 minutes, he was able to give the whole electoral agenda of any coming election in 2027 or any other year when we will do the election. And that's why we should not underrate that man. Because I'm one of the people who goes to the details, Gachagua looks, or he seems to be the person who has capacity to mobilize an opposition which can actually unseat Ruto. First of all, let's note that Gachagua was among the team which won the 2022 election. And you felt his confidence, especially when he was telling people in Ukambani that they have never gone in the losing side. And even in the next government, they will not be in the losing side. Look at that confidence. Whether the statement is true or false, but hear what Gachagua is already telling people in the ground, especially new coalition partners, Ukambani. He is now trying to show them that through us, you can actually have a probable path to win. And that is why that rhetoric is excellently brilliant. So if there is a politician who you should be able to analyze his political stances, even without looking at so many other things, especially maybe you are looking at how does this politician play his card? If there is a politician who Kenyans have to start paying attention to, it is Rigathi Gachagua. I know for so many reasons, for so many days, or there long, we have been saying that he is a guy who does not know how to present himself well. He doesn't know how to wear clothes well. He doesn't look, he is not mannered. We have been talking about those things. But in the field of voter mobilization, in the field of passing message to regular mwananchi, connecting with people who are suffering, Gachagua is excellent. In fact, Gachagua is able even to connect with the working class men, working class people of Kenya, people who want to do something, people who do not want to be helped by the government, or what they want is to have a decent life. Gachagua seems to have a message to them. And whether Gachagua will be able to vie to become a president or not, the truth of the matter is Gachagua concept of politics is very basic and appealing. And the fact that he was in Ukambani, that barrier of Moringe family, and he was able to show Kamba people that they can mobilize 4 million votes, and then the other people in Mount Kenya region, they can mobilize another 10 million votes, and he is trying to show them a path of mobilizing 14 million people before they hit the ground to connect with other people. It shows you how calculative and how sensible and how practical Gachagua is when it comes to marshalling of votes. And that is, and any person who wants to go into the ballot needs somebody like Gachagua, somebody who is able to show practical concept. How do you win an election? Because already Gachagua is showing that. How do you win an election? Voter mobilization, a lot of registration, a lot of convincing, a lot of showing him in to people. And all those things Gachagua is showing. I know there are so many things. There is the hatred which we have amidst one another, especially when we are saying that this politician does not have the mannerism which we want. But the truth of the matter is, love him or hate him, Gachagua will be on the deciding table 2027, just because of the way he is playing the politics. I want to tell you, frankly speaking, the politics of Gachagua looks very advanced. The politics of Gachagua looks very advanced. He is excellent in auditory work, basic communication. I'm talking about basic communication, connecting with the voter, talking at issues which the Mwananchi want. He looks to understand. There is that bromance and chemistry, which Gachagua is easily floating to the voter. And as we speak now, Gachagua looks as if he is actually more popular even than Ruto. And frankly speaking, Gachagua could be the person who will give people the code to defeat Ruto. And I'm not sure if Ruto will be able to mobilize his usual constituency without with people like Gachagua gone. Look at the way the wife of Gachagua spoke today in Ukambani. Excellent speak. But what I'm speaking about here is capacity to convince and capacity to show people they can win. And at the same time, speaking with the regular Mwananchi. That is what Gachagua has. So frankly speaking, because I have been looking at politics for a long time, in my own description, I think when it comes to mobilization, convincing, and looking for new places, creativity in politics, Gachagua is even ahead of Raila Odinga. Creativity in politics, Gachagua is very ahead. And if there is somebody, or if you are that person who looks at things at the face value, you not understand the capacity of Gachagua. Gachagua is that person who can actually end a presidency. And I want to tell Mr. William Ruto, Gachagua is on a path to disapprove you and to end your presidency, so that actually it can become that biggest power broker in Kenya who can decide the Kenyan election for the next 20 years. And if there is any assignment, if there is the biggest assignment which Gachagua has assigned himself, and is doing it very well even in the public spaces, is the capacity to show that he can mobilize, and through him, people can defeat Ruto. And that is one of the things which we are not getting it with all the other candidates, including the new entrants, including the people who are saying that they have character and the capacity to defeat Ruto. They have not been able to show us the practical concept to defeat Ruto. The only person who has attempted to show us the practical concept to defeat Ruto is Gachagua. And Gachagua will be that one person who will be able to guide the next coalition. Because again, if we have to defeat Mr. Ruto, we will need that big coalition, which will have the stakes and will be able to convince Kenyans and people of all walks of life that we need to vote for this man. And I see Gachagua as that person who will be able to forge that coalition. I see Gachagua with a lot of experience, which can actually be able to bring all the other forces which are needed to defeat Ruto. And for me, moving forward, I'm that one person who will look at Gachagua and all his moves, because he seems to be a better communicator. He seems, even though he has shown intention that they are going to work with Kalonzo Musyoka, his rhetoric is better, his concept to details is better, he is practical, and you have even heard what he has told even Kalonzo Musyoka and Ukambani. Presidency will not meet you home. Perfect statement. So somebody speaking like a leader, speaking with confidence, somebody trying to show it is possible to win this election. The next election is winnable. First message from Gachagua. Perfect. That's why I'm saying, if there is a time people listen to Gachagua, it's now. Especially to those people who think Ruto does not deserve another term. I do not think, even in betrayal, that Gachagua will be able to work with Ruto again. So this other rhetoric whereby some people are saying that Gachagua could join Ruto again, let's put that aside. Let's look Gachagua as a person who is coming to defeat Ruto, and through Gachagua, we will be able to forge that coalition which will defeat Ruto. And I think I've now been able to understand Gachagua, and I think now Gachagua is that one person who is understanding the regular Kenyan. Gachagua is that one, despite the politics which he played in the previous years, whereby he was one of the people who were used to mobilize, or who used themselves to mobilize themselves to 2022 and helped Mr. Ruto to win. This time around, I think Gachagua has mobilized himself to be that power which will defeat Ruto. So keep on watching him. He is playing it well, basic politics, politics 101, and working well. So, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Njiro, and keep subscribing my channel for more news about that and more. Thank you, and I will come with other people to see if we are getting that coalition to defeat Ruto. So far, Gachagua started it, and it is working very well. Thank you.